Your breakdowns are portals to healing. Your breakdown is your human or your body's cry to realign with your higher self. Take a deep breath in with me, spiritual superstar. You ready? Go. Deep, 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 deep. Challenging your human, kissing your higher self, connecting with the divine, and exhale. Again, deep, 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 challenging your human, getting ready to exhale out the stress. Ready? Let it out. Type pound or hashtag 1111. You must do that because that's the opening of the spiritual realm. And if you've been stretched thin and pulled in every direction, you will receive your spiritual guidance, which will be your next step to healing and peace. Dear loves, your body, and I like to call your body your human, because that is the identity that your home, your vessel, your physical matter has. Your human is not betraying you. Your human is asking you to realign. Remember, you are the soul within your human. You are listening to me in the third dimension. We call that life. Right? This is where you go to work, you look for a job, you go to school, you follow these structures, these society rules, government, we have all of these things happening. You go to the gym, you work out, you eat, you play outside, you look at your phone, you play games, you listen to music, you do all these things, hobbies, loves, likes, all of it, right? And this is just the third dimension. This is one of many. And guess what? You have experienced and will continue to experience multi-dimensional realities. And so understand your human is bound to this third dimension. That is the only dimension that your human can exist in. You travel. So you are infinitely abundant. You are eternal. You are light energy. You are the soul. You are spirit. And you are connected with the Holy Spirit, with the God in you. You are the creator of your circumstances. And so this is really important, because even though that statement alone, hearing that you are the creator of your circumstances, kind of cuts you. It's like a punch to the gut sometimes, because it puts you in front of your circumstances and you don't want to accept that you are the creator of that. Now, I believe there's variation there. There's children. How can they be the creator of their circumstances? And we'll go through all of that in another video. But if you hear me and you're an adult, you are the creator of your circumstances. And we'll narrow that to adults. Okay? And so knowing that, understand that you control your human. You control your subconscious reality. Your subconscious is your human. Your human is on autopilot. Your human does what you say to do. If your nose itches, you instantly tell your human to scratch your nose, and your human does it. Your human is on autopilot. So when your human has been told enough times to do that, your human automatically does it. When a dog barks, some people don't run, some people run. The people that run have been programmed through experience, through being taught through life, being taught through parents, being taught through school, being taught through society, friendships, all of that makes up this barrage and the collage of experiences that tell their human run when they hear a dog bark. I used to have neighbors that used to be afraid of the cats that we fed. We have cats, we have dogs. You'll hear them breathing in the background. You'll hear them exhaling when I say exhale, which is kind of funny. But you'll hear them around me, and I let them around me because I love them, they love me, and they're part of our family. And we used to do the rescue and release of cats, community cats. And so we had stations set up in our community where they had cat houses, and we had neighbors that were really afraid. And so one day when I was feeding one of the cats in their cat home, one of my neighbor's children came and was just acting really afraid. And I said, "What's wrong?" And he said, "I'm afraid of cats. I'm afraid of that cat." And I said, "Okay, why? Did the cat do something to you?" And he said, "No." I said, were you harmed by a cat before?" He said, "No." And I said, "Well, what makes you afraid of cats?" "I don't like them." "Why don't you like cats?" He said, "I don't know. I just don't like them." Well, his mom was afraid of cats. His older siblings were afraid of cats. So he was afraid of cats and didn't understand why. But then when I got a chance to talk to his mom, the baby came running towards me while I was holding my own cat, without fear, with joy in his eyes, smiling. He was just about maybe 18 months old and wanted to touch the cat and wanted to he was just reaching up. And she said, "He's the only one in the family that's not afraid of cats." So I said, I wonder why. We teach our human how to act, how to respond. We control our human. We are the leader of our human. We are the soul inside of our human. And so when the breakdown is happening, your human is telling you it is at its time to release. It's at its breaking point. It needs your help. It needs an intervention. It needs your support. Not society support, not someone else's support, but your human will get it the best way your human knows how, because your human has been programmed just like a computer. And where can it go for temporary relief? I'm telling you that you are this powerful that your human needs to rely on you, the soul within them. And so now you understand that you have awakened to that level of power. So your human is on the front line of whatever is happening that feels and seems like, looks like, sounds like a breakdown, overwhelm, frustration, attack. And your human needs your help. And so your human is not betraying you. Your human is asking for you to help them realign, reprogram, give them power, give it back to them. And you have to take that power back. So what does realignment look like? Well, realignment, when we're out of alignment, we look frustrated, we look depleted, we are annoyed, we are overwhelmed, we cry at the drop of a hat. When we're talking to someone that's filled with love and joy and light energy, you automatically just let it out. It is the cathartic release. The dam has broke. because we are about to implode or explode. We feel sick, we feel unwell, our mental health is on the line. All of it happens when the breakdown is occurring. We are agitated, aggravated, angry. We're snapping at everybody. We're punishing everyone around us because our human is feeling punished. And that's how our human knows how to respond, because that is the programming. Where does the programming happen? Now, I know I said I'm going into what realignment looks like, but it's important to understand what it looks like in your human's eyes, so that when you see it, you'll know, oh my gosh, this is the alarm that my human is giving me. Okay, Dr. Necole said this is it. I know what to do now. I'm breaking generational curses. I don't have to respond the way that I was programmed. My human now is going to know something different. So it comes from society, your experiences, your childhood, your parents, your teachers, your friends, all of it. Family, church family, the things you read, the things you engage, music, all of it is programming your human to respond in a way that leads up to this breakdown. Okay, so you might have been taught to yell instead of have an adult conversation. You might have been taught to walk away and avoid an uncomfortable conversation. You might have been taught that you have to be the one to take care of everything. You cannot delegate because it won't be done right. That may have been what you were taught. You may have been taught that money is the root of all evil, when you know deep inside that can't be true, because with money you feel a whole lot better. When you get your taxes, you feel like, whoa, okay, I feel good. I feel great. Take care of my kids. I can take care of me. I can give me a little treat, right? So how could money be the root of all evil? Money is the root of joy, freedom, happiness. Money brings a smile to my face and my kids' face and my husband's face and everything, right? Money is the root of traveling and going across overseas and seeing the world. Money is sleeping at night. Brings me peace, right? So that breakdown is programmed to happen. And so it's important to realign. When you feel that happening, now you know what to look for. And also, it's a panic attack. All right? So realignment looks like saying no without guilt. No. You get to say no. Oh, honey, that's my favorite word. And who else's favorite word is it? Toddlers. When they learn how to say no. OMG. Right? Oh, they say it with so much power, and they feel empowered. That's why they keep saying it. And should, because they're learning they have power. My goodness. And don't let them shake that finger at you, because they mean it. And should. They know that they're setting a boundary. No. You try to take their lollipop from them. No. You try to take their toy. No. You try to tell them it's time for a bath. No. It's time to go in. No. It's time to leave the playground. We got to go. No. It's time to go. I got stuff to do. It's time to say goodbye. Say bye-bye. No. Right? You get to say no without guilt. Unapologetic. Unapologetic no. So how do you get there to say it unapologetically? You practice, you do your mirror work. What does that mean? It means you literally stand in a mirror and you tell yourself no, no. And you sit with it and you smile. No. And then you try it without a smile. No. And hold that frown or hold that it's not even really a frown, it's just determination. It's just, this is what I mean and I'm standing firm. Your whole tone changes. No. Practice it. Because what happens is, the other side of that breakdown, people look at your expression, your demeanor, your tone, and you may feel that no is what you are projecting, but what they're looking at, what they're hearing is totally different. It's a yes, it's a maybe, it's a I don't know. I don't quite know if I even feel honest with this no. It's a question mark. So practice it. Practice saying no without guilt. Practice it at the store. Now, I tell my clients to do this all the time, and you would be surprised, maybe not, but you might be surprised at how difficult this is. And this is how I used to do it. I did it in my early 20s because I realized I was a doormat. I was being stepped on. I was letting people take advantage of me. And it started with my family. And so what I started doing was literally, when anyone would ask me what I wanted, if they gave me a choice, like at the grocery store, do you want plastic or paper? And I would say, both. Can you put the paper in the plastic? And they would say yes. And then they would say, and I might say either or. And then they would say, would you like to give? They have that donation box up there. Honey, I gave all the time. It didn't matter how much money I had or didn't. I gave all the time. And I knew I was tithing everywhere. Okay? Tithing everywhere. But it was a challenge for me to say no whenever they would ask, would you like to donate? And I would say yes. One day I said no. And do you know what the girl at the cashier, what she said? Okay. That's it. There was nothing. So I began saying no everywhere. I began changing my mind in the line. No, I'd rather have such and such. No, I changed my mind. I would rather do such and such. People would ask, they would call, would you like to do this? Can you come with me here? Can I ask you to do this? No. And that's it. And so practice that, saying no without guilt. Sit in silence when the house is loud. That's how we realign. We regain our power. And it works. These are very practical actions that you can take starting right now. Sit in silence. Peace, be still. When the house is loud, when the workplace is loud, you don't have to engage in that chaos. When you're at the playground watching the kids, sit still in silence. You don't have to be on the phone everywhere you go. Let me say that again. Put the phone away. Put it away. Do you know how many times you subconsciously look at that phone just because? It's uncomfortable for you not to look at it because then you are engaging life. And it's easier to hide away while you're in public. So I want you to look at that. Look at how many times someone can be walking down the street, be standing still, and look at their phone, and but what are they looking at? Can it wait? They're uncomfortable. Be uncomfortable within your own space until you get comfortable. That is true alignment. You are realigning with the fact that you are enough. You are enough. You often hear that, but what does it really mean, and how do you get there? What are the steps for you to take to show yourself that you are enough and reprogram your human to know that you are enough? You do just that. You sit in silence as often as you can. Start with a minute or two. Build it. Put your phone on vibrate, turn it away from you, put it away so you're not tempted to look at it. Don't even put it on vibrate. Put it on do not disturb. Walk away from it. Be unavailable and sit in silence. You can walk in silence, enjoy nature, but unplug. Another way is to take yourself on a date. Take yourself on a date. You don't owe your time to everyone who pulls on you. So where are you going? Where's the date? Where are you going to take yourself out? And get dressed up. Give yourself that. Be comfortable. But give yourself your best. Because your human deserves that. Your human needs to feel appreciated. Your human goes through a lot of work. We're expecting your human to do a whole lot of work. And reprogramming, self-development is a lot of work. My coaching clients will tell you, we co-coach. I'm good at what I do. But I will tell you that I am sitting down while you are in the trenches. And I'll be right there with you. I will not let you go. But you will do the work. Because then you get the win. And we celebrate together like we were two 16-year-olds with the car and the credit card. With an unlimited amount to spend, we go into the mall and we are celebrating. We celebrate each little win like that. You owe your healing to your future self, and you are already your future self from the time that you started this video. This is your spiritual treatment. This breakdown is not a punishment. It is the portal to your real life. The dimension that holds the outcome that you choose. And so this breakdown is the prelude to your come up, to your healing, and to peace. I am Dr. Necole Anré'V, founder of Spiritual Guidance Academy and Anré'V Consultants, a comprehensive wellness firm that helps individuals and organizations align with purpose, elevate well-being, and lead from a place of wholeness, mind, body, spirit, and soul. If your employer, your healthcare provider, wellness center, or leadership team have not sponsored you into one of our programs just yet, send them this video today. Forward-thinking companies know when employees are spiritually grounded, emotionally supported, and mentally clear, they perform at their highest level. That's the kind of leadership today's world demands, honey. Let's align your workforce with your vision. I'll see you in the next video.